Welcome back to anybody that's been back. This is only my third video, and my views are not anything. I think I have 5 views on my first video. I'm pretty sure one is my mom. So thanks, Mom, for watching. I want to give a brief introduction of myself, and I'll probably do this a few more times as the channel continues to grow. So my name is Hal Stewart, which you can see from my YouTube page. I am independent, former congressional candidate. I ran in New York's 19th, 22nd district. I think it was 20th at one point. It was in 2022 when the map kept changing. Ran as an independent. That's how I view myself. Although these days I'm more aligned with the Democrats, and mostly because of Donald Trump. Donald Trump and that MAGA wing of the Republican Party is absolutely ruining the party. Instead of working for the people, for the United States, bringing different ideas, they are there to represent the interests of Donald Trump. Speaking of Donald Trump, this guy, I think it's been a big mistake to make the case that President Biden is in cognitive decline. That every time he speaks, Biden that is, any mistake he makes, any misstep, that shows his age. And there's a couple reasons. Number one, it's not as if Donald Trump is a young pup and he is some great orator, that he is the great speaker of our time. The man has no thoughts, let alone being able to complete one. He can't read from a teleprompter without saying things like, our army took over the airports, they did everything they had to do, when speaking of the Republican, or the Revolutionary Army. So for Donald Trump and for MAGA to take this line of thinking, it's impressive. Plus, what happens when they get to the debate stage? And on the debate stage, President Biden cleans Donald Trump's clock once again. And that's what will happen. Because the truth is, Donald Trump cannot speak to the issues. He can't get into the weeds of any topic. He has to stay on the surface. He has to bluster. He has to throw insults. So Biden is going to show him up at the debates. And how is Donald Trump going to answer that? How is he going to explain how the guy that he is called cognitively declined, how did he just clean your clock on the debate stage? In a battle of wits, you lost to a guy who you said doesn't even know what city he's in. I want you to take a listen to a couple things here I want to play for you.
On the world stage. And perhaps most importantly, we are a nation that is no longer admired, respected, or listened to.
Respected. Yes, that was Donald Trump last night saying we're no longer respected. Now that is on the mild side. That is one of his I guess lighter gaffes, if you will. Here he is talking about Afghanistan and what would have happened if he were in charge.
If they listened to me with Afghanistan, we would have been back a long time ago.
If we listened to him, we would have been back a long time ago. What does that even mean? What is he even talking about? And it's two things. It's an example of Donald Trump not being able to hold a thought. He kind of understands what he wants to say. He basically wants to tell everybody, I'm better than Biden. I would have handled Afghanistan better. But he can't put it into words. And so this comes out.
A long time ago, that if they listened to me with Afghanistan, we would have been back a long time ago. A long time ago.
Yeah, we'd be back in Afghanistan. That's the flex, I suppose. But again, this is kind of the light version. Let's go to the heavy.
It's unbelievable. Maduro, Venezuela. It's unbelievable. Maduro.
He does that a lot, where his brain just stops working, where
We are a nation.
he's trying to hold a thought, and his brain just shuts down. He can't spit out Venezuela. But I want to show you the worst of it. I want to show you the absolute worst.
We are a nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be reduced.
What? Folks, Donald Trump was reduced to a sigh. Donald Trump, see, I got to get a better setup. This is what I mean. This is only my third video, though. I listened to Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast said, you've got to do 100 videos. When you get to the end of 100 videos, then see where you're at and keep trying to improve with each one. Anyway, let's play that again so we can refresh our point.
We are a nation. nation that just recently heard that Saudi Arabia and Russia will be reducing.
What was the sigh? His brain stopped. His brain short-circuited. That was Mitch McConnell level. My overall point here is, why are the Republicans making age and cognitive ability a discussion in this election? This is going to backfire magnificently. And like I said, at this point, Donald Trump is going to have to avoid the debate stage. He is going to have to avoid it, which is troubling because he's going to have to say, look, I'm too scared to get on the debate stage with a guy I'm telling you can't tie his own shoes, doesn't know where he is, doesn't know what day of the week it is. That's what Donald Trump is going to have to do, or risk getting on the stage and getting beaten in a battle of wits by that same man. Folks, this election is far too important to ignore or to think we can throw this away and try to make a point with a third-party vote. Donald Trump is dangerous. I've talked about that before. One of the worst things is there's nobody around him anymore that is willing to push back. There's no more adults in the room. Nobody worth anything wants to taint their name by getting around this guy. He has no ideas. He has no thoughts, no vision for the future. Only that Donald Trump has been wronged. And he needs to get back in office so he can make things right for himself. And any problems that are in the world, he's going to fix it one day.